Say what you want about the Catholic Church. Not that kind of show. Say what you want about the Catholic Church, but they run a tight ship. If Mass starts at 10, it'll be over by 11. You can set your watch to it. And every Catholic has to go to Mass every Sunday or else they rot in hell for all eternity. And that is how I knew we had from 9:55 to 11:05 on Sunday morning to help my baby brother run away from home. So we had a plan of attack. We were going to get the most important items in my car first, which was his bike, his laptop, and his clothes. I shoved his bike in my SUV. I ran back into the house. I expected him to greet me with his laptop, but he was nowhere to be seen. My parents lived in a row home in Lancaster City, narrow but high and deep, and his bedroom was on the 3rd floor, so I raced upstairs, and I turned the corner towards his bedroom, and I can hear banging and grunting. I can tell something's wrong. I push open his door, and I see my brother wild-eyed with tears streaming down his face. "They fucking stole it," he said. "They've stolen my laptop." "No, they haven't," I said. "They're Catholic, remember? They're not allowed to steal." So I said, "You pack your clothes. I'm going to find the laptop. It's here somewhere." I went through the 3rd floor. No laptop. Down to the 2nd floor. Through their bedroom. Every shelf, every drawer, every cupboard. It wasn't there. I was turning to leave and their bed caught my eye, and I thought, if I was trying to hide a laptop, I might hide it between the mattress and box spring. So I went to the corner of my parents' double-stuffed king-size mattress, and I hoisted up the corner, and I looked deep inside, and there winking back at me was a black rectangle. Eureka, I thought. I got it. So I put my arm in, and the mattress flopped back on top of me, and I was trapped between the mattress and box spring. But I had a grasp of that little black rectangle, and I pulled it towards me, and I shimmied my body out of the mattress box spring sandwich, and there in my hand, not the laptop, was my fucking high school diary. Between my parents' mattress and box spring. And it had a bookmark in it. And I opened to the marked page, and it was an entry in which I detailed a sexual encounter with my high school boyfriend, and I could feel the bile in my stomach churning and coming up towards my throat, and I swallowed it down. I don't have time for this shit. I said, I'll work on it in therapy. I'll talk about it at a story slam. I shoved the diary into my waist belt, and I kept going through the 2nd floor, through the 1st floor, no laptop, into the basement, through the finished rooms in the basement, no laptop. Final room in the basement. A room that had been unaltered since the house was built in 1885. It was stone, concrete, dirt. Creaked the door open, and I was greeted to the sight of stack after stack of green Rubbermaid bins as high as my head. I looked at my watch. It was now 10:55. I had 10 minutes. Somewhere across town, Father was closing Mass. So I started peeling lids off of bins and rummaging through Christmas ornaments, Easter baskets, Halloween decorations, camping gear, fishing gear, bin after bin, stack after stack. I'm at the final stack in the back corner, and then the final bin. And sandwiched, nestled gently between sleeping bag and camping blankets, I found his laptop. and I snatched it, and I scrambled back over the mess of bins and back out into the rest of the basement and up the stairs, and I clambered out the front door, and my brother was hard on my heels. He left that day with his clothes, a few belongings, and his life. And I left that day with my brother, his laptop, and my fucking high school diary. We threw our items in the SUV, and as we pulled away from the curb, I swear I could see in the rearview mirror my parents' car cresting over the hill behind us. It was exactly 11:05. Right on time, just like clockwork. Thanks, Catholicism. Thanks for everything.